Before we get started, and I hope everybody's there, we're going to need to talk about one of the most important distinctions, one of the most important things that will really make a difference for you in terms of being a business coach. And that is the concept of integrity. And so let me ask you a question. What does integrity mean to you?
Doing what's right.
Doing what's right? Okay, got it. Paul, what does integrity mean to you?
It's about being present in who you say you are or have stated you are.
Okay. All right, very good. So Ron, Cindy, and Brian, I encourage you to just kind of write down what does integrity mean to you. And I'm going to suggest something a little different. So I want to suggest integrity from a business standpoint, having nothing to do with morals or judgments of right or wrong. But integrity really being about doing what you said you would do, doing it as it was meant to be done, or better, doing complete work without cutting corners. In other words, honoring your word. Fundamentally, it's honoring your word, really honoring your word. And if you know you're going to break your word, then to be in communication about it immediately as soon as you know you're not going to do it. And then let whoever you need to know when you're going to actually fulfill on your word. And here's the thing when it comes to organizations. Without integrity, nothing works. Nothing works. So here's the question. What time were you asked to be here in your seats, ready to go?
11 a.m.
Exactly, at 11 o'clock. And so you were not, correct? So you were not in your seats. Nothing bad or wrong, but consider it just doesn't work. Now, this is how it is in organizations. If you can do one thing in an organization, and that is empower them to actually be accountable for being on time for everything that they say they're going to do, that will cause a huge positive shift in the organization. In fact, I'm working with A&S BMW. I was sharing that with you earlier. The all-company meeting last month, 30% of the company were late. They were late to the all-company meeting. Clearly, it doesn't work. So I've come in and I've started working with them for just the last 2 months now. So I said, okay, this ends now. Because you have a culture that's existing in your company that says, oh, it's okay to be late. I don't really have to be there. I'm not that important. Oh, it won't matter if I'm late. But when we're talking about everybody being together as a team, people being late doesn't work. It's just not workable. There's no workability. So starting next month, at the all-company meeting, at precisely 8:30, when the company meeting is going to start, the doors will be locked. And anybody who is late will be dealt with. Because without integrity, nothing works. And if the company is up for a big game, then they got to be willing to play that game and really be able to play from a foundation of integrity. Because otherwise, it's just icing over mud thinking it's a cake underneath. So what my job title that I prefer to tell people what I do, I'm a mud scraper. That's what I love to do. I scrape off the muds in organizations. So that's what I really do. I scrape off the mud. And I talk about the mud. Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. Yeah, because really, without, and that's why we've got this written up here. Without integrity, nothing, and I mean nothing, nothing works. It may look like it's going to work for a little while. It may sound good. It may feel good, but it will be only temporary. Without that foundation of integrity, of workability, of really honoring one's word, nothing works. And as a business coach, that's going to be your first and foremost standing order. is develop integrity in the organization. So my request for all of you, and all of you online too, is that when we say we're going to start at a certain time, that you're actually what I call butts in the seats, ready to go at that time. So do you accept my request?
Sure. Yes.
Very good. Okay, and I'm sure you do.